Hello and welcome. Thank you for visiting the Architecture of Being Institute. Whether you arrived here through curiosity, one of our books, a conversation, or simply by chance, I would like to personally welcome you. The Architecture of Being Institute began with a simple observation. Every human life is shaped by an invisible architecture. An architecture formed through our relationships, our experiences, our beliefs, our choices, our actions, and the meaning we give to them. Most of us spend our lives within that architecture without ever stopping to understand how it was built. Yet it quietly influences everything we become. We all know we're living through one of the most remarkable periods in human history. Artificial intelligence is transforming how we work. Technology is reshaping how we communicate. Our institutions are changing. Our communities are evolving, hopefully. Information has become abundant, yet many people continue to experience fragmentation, uncertainty, disconnection, and a growing search for meaning. The Architecture of Being Institute was created in response to these questions, not to provide answers, but to create a place where thoughtful inquiry, careful research, meaningful learning, and conscious participation can flourish. Many institutions ask, what should we know? Others ask, what should we believe? Here, we begin with a different question. What does it mean to become a coherent human being? That question has guided every book, every research project, every learning pathway, every conversation, and every educational experience throughout this institute. The Architecture of Being is built upon a simple insight. Every life is constructed. How we love influences how we think. How we think shapes how we interpret our experiences. Our interpretations influence our behaviors. Our behaviors become patterns. Our patterns become our lives. Through reflection, we begin to understand the architecture that has shaped us. Through conscious choice, we begin building the architecture of the life we wish to live. The Institute's educational framework is built upon 4 foundational learning pathways. Love as architecture, the foundational qualities that shape our relationships and our humanity. 2, synthesis thinking, learning to perceive the larger patterns that connect ideas, systems, and experience into meaningful wholes. 3, the sovereign within, discovering the wisdom already contained within the story of your own life. 4, coherence, bringing thought, emotion, behavior, and participation into meaningful alignment while remaining deeply human in an age of fragmentation. Together, these 4 pathways converge in the Coherent Human, our flagship framework for understanding, practicing, and sharing a coherent way of living. The Institute is more than a collection of books, more than research, more than educational programs. It is a living institute of inquiry, research, learning, reflection, and participation. A place where research becomes learning, learning becomes practice, practice becomes participation, and participation becomes contribution. Whether you are exploring your own life, studying emerging ideas, engaging in thoughtful dialogue, or helping others discover their own path, there is a place for you here. As the architecture of being continues to grow, so too will its research, its publications, its learning experiences, and its conversations. But learning is only the beginning. As we become more coherent, we naturally strengthen our sovereignty, the capacity to think clearly, act intentionally, and participate responsibly in the world around us. We believe that sovereignty is not the end of the journey, it is the foundation for conscious participation. Over time, we envision a growing network of hyperlocal, globally connected environments where coherent human development continues through shared learning, meaningful relationships, and practical contributions. We envision sovereign integral learning centers, or SILCs as they are being called, places dedicated to inquiry, education, reflection, and lifelong learning. And we envision communities of sovereign integrals, or COSIs, as they are being called, living communities where coherence is expressed through collaboration, stewardship, contribution, and everyday life. Each community will be unique. Each will reflect its own culture around the world and its own place. Yet all will remain connected through a shared commitment to coherent human development, individual sovereignty, ethical participation, and the common good. These are not destinations to be reached overnight. They represent a long-term horizon, a gradual unfolding of what becomes possible when people learn together, grow together, and consciously participate in the future. Not because we seek perfection, but because we believe a more coherent humanity begins with coherent individuals, grows through coherent relationships, flourishes in coherent communities, and ultimately contributes to a more coherent civilization. Thank you for visiting. I hope you will take the time to explore the Institute, discover its research, explore its learning pathways, join the conversations, and begin your own journey towards a more coherent way of living. If you are wondering where to begin, I invite you to begin with the Coherent Human. It brings together the Institute's 4 learning pathways into one integrated framework and serves the foundation for our flagship learning experience. When you stay for a single conversation, read a single page, whether you participate in a learning experience or walk alongside us for the many years to come. You are welcome here. Welcome to the Architecture of Being Institute. Thank you.